All right. We are
From
live. We are back. We didn't take a break this time because we just want to play more. Everybody is here tonight. Thank you so much for showing up. If you're showing up, if you're not, thanks for watching us in VOD. Happy Tuesday. Enjoy yourself this evening because we're going to play some more Outerlands, which is based off of the system Offworlders by Chris Wolf and Olivia Goulin. Please check them out. I did tag them on our Twitter, so make sure to check them out because they're doing a lot of other projects also. So maybe we'll delve into those maybe in the future sometime. I don't know. Maybe I'm just putting it out there in the universe. But other than that, I'm going to give this right over to Patrick because we started a couple minutes late because we were goofing around and looking at each other's t-shirts. So I'm going to give it right to you, sir.
well, wonderful. So, uh, hello again. We are now back to the Outerlands using the Offworlders system, and we're coming back sort of in the moment of our players fighting for their lives as they are attempting to excise the personality, so the sort of main aggression aspects of a artificial intelligence named Charlemagne, who controls a base that they're currently in, currently surrounded by a number of military grade droids, Geary droids, that are firing down on three who are currently in the middle, trying to have this sort of inverted pyramid structure huddled around a core belongs to Charlemagne, while one is zipping around on a jetpack, being a distraction, taking things out. See what happens. Since we're kind of in the moment, I'm just gonna ask each player to introduce themselves, who they're playing, and what's something that's going through their mind at this moment as they're just under a barrage of gunfire. Um, let's start with let's work our way out into the middle. Um, so let's start with Rattlesnake Jack.
All right, so Rattlesnake Jack, he's zooming around the room with his jetpack. He's doing the distraction. Um, and I would say what he's thinking. I mean, overall, it's like this is awesome. I love my jetpack. Nothing bad will ever happen to me. I'm invincible. But I think like one layer below that, he's like freaking out and terrified.
It's just enough conscious thought to like push down all the fear, anxiety, and panic of this stunt you're
Absolutely,
pulling.
he's scared. He's scared of the situation, and he's scared of realizing. He's scared of the others realizing how scared he is.
I mean, the captain has to keep an image.
Absolutely.
I think sort of closing in further to this, I think next is probably Nick.
Okay, sure. Yep, I'm Nick, and I am playing Asher Ash Kellen, the former Corpo Merc, now just regular Merc. And I think at this point he's just going through the motions of like, oh, yep, I've done this before. This seems familiar. A little bit of deja vu.
Just a little bit. You've been under fire like this before.
Yeah, probably by the same droids.
At some
Or
point,
drones.
certainly, yeah.
Yeah. Um. So yeah.
I think next to that would be Marvin.
So I am playing Malaris Benwari, aka the Ghost of Ben. As you may have guessed, he's part of a species called the Ben, a race of aliens who have 3 eyes, butt heads, and psychic powers. Right now, Malaris is holding up a barrier, trying to keep the rest of his crew safe from the blaster fire. Sans Jack, since he's flying around everywhere. And the only thing going through Malaris's mind right now is hold!
Very single tracked mind in order to maintain your barrier.
Yep.
So that's since there's very little cover around the sort of central core by design. That you're really the only thing protecting the majority of the group at this point from just what might happen. But last but not least, working on the core itself is Kira. That is
Hi.
Kat.
I'm Kat. I'm playing Kira, the synthetic. What is going on in her head right now would be very difficult to explain in human terms. It's mostly just focused on she was given the order to initially to kill this AI, but she did explain to them that if we just killed the AI, life support would end, and therefore was given the new order to lobotomize the AI, which is what she's currently working on doing. She is trying to process how to do this while looking badass, as that there is a previous standing command to be badass. She believes that the way that she has adjusted her personality has made her more badass, but she's not completely positive that she is registering as a badass as of yet. Her flight suit is unzipped and hanging around her waist, and she's wearing a black cotton t-shirt underneath that's just sleeveless, and she has put several tattoos upon herself, as that she can just instantly get tattoos added if she goes into her bath. They're including a very large back piece of a phoenix. She is currently tabulating the probability of survival of this mission as being incredibly low, and scanning for signs of stress with her companions, pretty much ignoring Mal by this point, simply because it always kind of goes off the charts. And
heart rate has spiked.
Yeah, it always pretty much buries the needle, but just making sure that Jack is okay. Ash's pulse is barely above normal at the moment.
That's pretty fair.
Yeah. As she focuses on breaking through this AI's defenses, both physically and, technically, I guess.
Yes.
As it is a bioorganic unit.
Very similar to Mother Brain.
Yes. Except this one is the military grade AI.
Yeah, so it has some defenses.
So it has some defenses, but she is basically trying to bypass as she goes in. So the trick is to try to not trip the defenses as she goes in.
Which, at the end of our last game off there, we had a quick chat about it. We've established some further rules going in on handling the process in which Kira is trying to disable this high-tech defense, sort of defended or construct.
Yeah.
So the casing needs one more check to be removed. Then she needs to go in there and find, basically do some targeting to try to find the right places to begin her process. And it's then either an agility for like sort of surgical aspects, or intelligence for sort of more technical, like rewiring and stuff like that.
Yeah, like intelligence to figure out what she needs to do, and agility to be able to do it as quickly as she needs to do it.
And then basically every success is, after the sort of this damaging aspect, is a d6 of damage against its total hit points like a regular combatant. Obviously, if anybody would just wants to turn and shoot the damn thing, that is always an option. It does have a separate hit point for that, but obviously that is kind of would be going against the established plan, but hey, let y'all make the decisions on this.
We would be doing the terminating all life support, and the doors would likely seal closed, which is another thing she's trying to avoid happening.
Yeah.
Or actually, I think the doors are already sealed closed, so part of this is getting them back open again. But regardless, if the main AI is completely taken offline, those doors won't open again until somebody cuts them open.
So, I think that's where we should start. Who would like to begin off this sort of combat encounter we have found ourselves in?
I feel like Kira should go last, simply because what everybody else does is going to affect whether she can do what she's doing.
Fair.
I don't mind doing it.
Okay.
I think at this point, we're pretty much surrounded, so I think Ash is going to try it for sort of a new tactic. This is partially because me as a player wants to actually use this fun little bird that I have that I've barely used. It's like I put him into the story, but I'm not really using him very often, so might as
Certainly,
well.
yes.
So I think like he sort of does his little like whistle signal to Sparrow, his bird.
Yeah, which it's a bird is I guess technically correct.
Yeah.
It has wings
Yeah.
and a beak and talons.
hmm And I think Sparrow's just gonna like go in and go for like the inner wirings of one of these drones. So
Yeah, I definitely think that this is probably a willpower. You're trying to get
Okay.
this thing to do it.
I mean,
it's
I feel like we have him as a weapon, so
that's true. We do have a weapon.
yeah. So
What skills you currently have?
what skills do I have?
Yeah.
Survival and athletics.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I think maybe we could. This is kind of his a willpower situation. I know it's not your
That's
main
not my
stat,
cup
but
of tea.
I will allow you to use your athletic skills on behalf of your bird.
Okay.
This is your bird's effort, and is by extension, by kind of extension, a little bit like you, but
Mhm.
nice.
Oh, I did forget to mention that Kira currently has a drone hijacked, and her metal dog is the one cutting the hole right now.
Yes, the drone is there basically, arm spread and like covering Akira from being attacked.
Okay, I'm currently sitting at a 6 and a 3 on the dice. I'm gonna re-roll the 3.
Okay.
So we'll see if I can get any better. It's one worse, so a 7.
7 total?
Yep.
Hey, that's still a success.
Yeah.
So roll your damage for this.
Okay. Yeah. 3.
3. It sort of lands on it and begins to sort of peck at and sort of peck and claw at this thing. It's very heavily armored. These things are not like they're not built to take a whole lot of like vital damage, but they can take a beating into that point. It just kind of is like scrambling on its armor as it tries to get in at its. We'll say the drones do pick up that the bird came out of nowhere, but it came out after a whistle. So the attention is going to be turned towards the crew in the middle.
Okay.
Could I intervene and try and get the attention back to me?
You could certainly attempt so.
Okay, and I'm gonna do it in, I think, the most rational way possible, which is
Okay.
I want to get my chainsaw sword out, jetpack, ram into one of these drones, impale them, like drive the chain sword through the drone, let the momentum keep going, and like push that guy into his buddies like I'm bowling for drones.
Very rational, yes.
This is definitely going to be a strength roll.
All right.
It's clearly strength, but you think there's an applicable skill for this?
I don't know. I got nothing.
What skills do you have?
Sneak and survival, which I don't think those are going to do it here.
Yeah, not in this particular situation.
Strength's a +1. Can I get the +1 from reckless as well?
This is completely reckless. Yes, certainly.
Oh, very good. All right. Roll them. Ooh, that is a total of 10.
Total 10. Roll damage for your chainsword.
Okay, this is a medium weapon, that's a d6 +1.
D6 +1.
All right. Okay, giving a quick roll here. 4 damage.
4. It's not enough to deal any vital harm to one of these drones, but you do sort of slam into it and drive it forward into another one. You can feel like you probably shouldn't do that again because you almost hurt yourself on that one. Like you just like slammed into a piece of metal.
Probably shouldn't. I mean, does that mean definitely should? But no, I'll think of something
Completely
else.
fair.
Maybe I'll go back to the grenade well.
Yeah, but you do manage to sort of ram into another one, kind of sending these two careening. One kind of still on your blade as you sort of are now sort of aimed downwards and tipping forward. But two of them are currently sort of distracted, and a couple kind of turn in your direction. Lose a couple of shots, but they bounce off the drone that you have impaled on the end of your chainsaw.
Very good.
Lars, I was going to have you make a specific willpower save about holding your shield. I do not need you to do that.
Oh, really?
A success. Got rid of it.
Okay.
So, is there anything you'd like to do otherwise?
I think it's important for me to keep the shield up, isn't it?
Yes. I do think that no matter what happens after this round, you will need to make a save on your next one. Make a check on your next one, just from the prolonged effort. But you're not being forced to make one yet.
Okay. So we'll just keep the shield up. And in his mind, that singular focus again. Hold! His eyes are kind of very red right now.
Just sort of getting him a little bloodshot. Okay. But nothing else that brings it into Kira.
Okay. I think she's focusing her efforts through Fido, as Fido's laser eyes are cutting this hole. I forgot what we rolled last time on that.
I believe it was a agility.
check?
I think it was an agility.
But with tech, because she's using technology.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
That sounds about right.
Okay. Right now I've rolled a 3 into 3.
Okay.
And adding a 1 to that makes it a 7, which would be a partial success.
You push?
I don't trust pushing it, because if I roll a 2 or a 1, I turn it into a failure.
Certainly.
So I think that I'm gonna ride the 7 here.
Okay. With Fido's beam sort of cutting through, you do manage to cut a section off. But as you reach in and touch to remove the plate, there's a static shock that launches outwards.
This is probably gonna hit Fido.
It's gonna hit you.
Okay.
Fido's just a drone. I'm not gonna destroy the drone just yet. It's only 1 point of damage.
Okay.
As just a sort of, I mean, it wasn't a light shock, but it seems like there wasn't enough contact for it to be like the full point what the defense system was hoping for.
Okay.
Just a point.
Alrighty. Did that get it cut through?
Yes,
least?
you're now inside the casing.
All right.
Okay. Back to the top. Who'd like to go next? Well, who wants to go at the beginning of this round?
Nothing shooting at us just yet, so.
That's true.
I could go.
Okay.
All right, so I've got the guy on my sword, ramming into his buddies. I want to try and get as many of them together. And if a normal bowling ball isn't taking down the pins, you got to make that bowling ball explode. So I want to pull a grenade. These drone things, they're kind of like the cyber zombies. They got like mouths, right?
No, these ones are like more traditional, like sort of combat drones. They're very bipedal, heavy plates of armor, combat sort of like light machine gun mounted on them, sensor kit in front. So they're humanoid, but they look very much like that's where to put them. Walking cans in a way. Like, they're not meant to be pretty. They're meant to be tough. Like impervious, essentially, to small arms fire.
Right. Well, they certainly aren't pretty.
That's true.
Okay. Well, I want to take the grenade. Maybe kind of a joint or like a neck. So I can pop the grenade in. So it's stuck on him. Boop, pull it out, pull my sword out and then kick him into his friends. Then with the grenade in him, he goes into his buddies. Then jetpack away.
Yeah. What do we establish as grenade damage?
Grenades we got as light weapon.
Light weapons. Okay. I'm feeling like this is definitely an agility. So you're working with a timed explosive.
Okay.
But I could also see intelligence for this, or strength for like the act of like kicking them into something. So
I want agility.
do agility.
Okay, and dare I say it, is it reckless?
You know, this feels very reckless.
Good.
You are danger close.
Rolling with a +3 there. Let's do it.
Okay.
Oh boy. It's a 5 and a 1 +3, so it's a 9. It's so close to a 10.
That is still a success.
Still a success. I can't re-roll anything too. I do have the move Lucky lets me turn a mixed success into a super success, but I don't know. It's just not worth using it here.
It's because it's only once per session, right?
Yeah, so I'm gonna hold on to that one. But yeah, I'll leave it a success. So a total of 9.
Okay. You managed to get in there. Roll damage.
Okay, so that's just a straight D6.
Straight D6, yeah.
All right, come on, grenade. Do what you do best. Blow up. A 3.
3. Again, not enough to sort of like pierce their heavy armor, but you sort of slash in with your blade in one hand. You hold a pin of a grenade in another, jam it in, and then kick off and jet away as it kind of stumbles forward into one of its allies. And there's just a detonation that sort of shakes the room as two of these drones kind of topple over. They're not dead. They are just currently stunned at the moment. I will say that as you sort of jet away, you hit like sort of one of like the operation desks, and you can feel your backpack kind of shift and something break off.
Oh no!
It's not your jetpack is damaged. It's not destroyed.
Okay. Not my jetpack.
Not the
The jetpack.
jetpack.
The jetpack is like one of the most precious. I've had it for like
Weeks?
week in game. Yeah,
Weeks,
it's like
yeah.
already my most precious belonging. Like if
Not your
anything happens
ship.
to that jetpack.
Okay, who wants to go next?
Sure. I think with this small explosion and these newly stunned droids, Ash is just going to click back on the what's the thing on the sniper rifle called?
Scope?
Scope.
No, not the scope. The bolt action.
bolt.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah. And just aim for it and take a shot.
At one of the ones that just got knocked over.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, this is definitely gonna be a agility.
Well, 4, 2 plus 2, 8.
Hey, mixed success.
Yeah.
You sort of pop over the sort of the barrier and you take a shot. Roll damage.
Choom. Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah. You just turn over as the thing comes like clattering down a staircase, and it stops and kind of like has begun to sort of get right itself as just bits of metal and silicon and oil just scatter across the one of the steps as it kind of lunges to the side. Clearly, like a section had been like blown and weakened from the grenade detonation. And you just punch right through.
Stay down.
There's another one down. But was a mixed success, correct?
Mhm.
It
Was.
was a mixed success. I do think one of them manages to sort of potentially nick you as you. Sorry, bad pun.
Yeah.
How much armor do you have?
Nick.
1.
One. It's gonna be it's not a nick. It's a pretty sizable hit. It's 6 points of damage.
Oh,
That's
she's
because he
looking
bumped
rough.
out over the barrier. That
So
would
Yeah.
have blocked it.
Is that with the armor?
The armor brings it down to 5.
Okay, that's still looking rough now. So
Yeah.
I think that's like 2/3 of his health gone now.
So yeah, it's a pretty mean hit. Probably on your shoulder, sort of. Not your main dominant shoulder you use for sniping, like in your other one.
Well, this whole thing, like with this whole trip, he's gotten down to 1/3 of his health.
But you manage to sort of get back over behind the barrier as the rest of the bullets kind of clink off and ricochet into the distance.
I haven't been this hurt in a while.
I was double checking the rule on first aid, and it's like you have to be somewhere quiet to do it. So yeah, it's
Mhm.
fine.
Midnight.
Hey, maybe we'll get to have the fun with the death rolls.
That's true. You do have a med bay that can heal you.
Yeah.
You do have the advanced one.
Yep.
Kira or Mal, either one of you, go next.
Does Mal need to keep up the concentration on the thing right now? Does he need to make that roll?
When it is his turn, yes.
Gotcha. So might as well do it right now.
Yeah, do it now.
Okay.
Hold on. That's a
Second.
3. And that's a 5 plus 2. That is 10.
Your shield holds.
Hold!
Yeah, as you're like holding out, you feel like for a moment, there's a moment where you're distracted because something wet hits your cheek. You can tell that it's blood. But you manage just to hold through that sort of shocking realization. And keep holding up this barrier.
Lars needs eye drops badly.
Getting a little bit of blood weeping from those eyes.
Oh.
All 3 of them.
Oh.
Okay, Kira.
Okay, now that the thing's cracked open, the first thing she really wants to do is figure out the security system inside of it and see if she can deactivate it, because it doesn't do her any good to keep probing into this thing if it shocks her so many times that she dies from it. Does that make sense?
Yes, you can attempt to delay its security systems for its turn.
Okay. Well, that means just next turn they'd be up and running.
Well,
again,
no.
which means
As in
that
like, the next, not this roll, but the next turn included. Like, your next turn will not have any complications that deal damage to you.
Okay.
But it is a short-term situation, as this thing basically can and will repair itself when it comes to its security system.
Got it. Yeah, so I think first she needs to do an intelligence check to even figure out how this is functioning, right?
Yep, intelligence and tech obviously is applicable here.
All right. I've got a 6 and a 2, and adding a 2 to that makes it a 10.
Okay.
I'm willing to go for a crit, but what would a crit get me in this case?
If you got a crit, I would say that I would include this also as part of your targeting roll.
Okay. Well, let's
It would
crit
save you
fish.
an extra turn as well.
All right.
Go for big.
I rolled a 2 again, so no.
Oh.
Hey, that's fine though.
That still makes it a 10, but you know.
Still good.
Yeah, you get there. You
That
can
die just wants to roll a 2. I don't know.
pick a different die. Maybe it'll roll higher.
Yeah.
The
I
gamble
mean, am I
is fallacy
doing it?
of
Yes,
D&D.
but still.
It's always the theory.
Yeah.
Never doesn't turn out, but you know.
Yeah. So you get in there. You immediately realize, like, obviously, this thing is a threat to me as much as I am to it. And you sort of quickly splice in and manage to disrupt its systems, and cause it to essentially have to take a moment to reset its defenses against you. You
And
have a free turn essentially without complications.
Okay. And that's next.
Next
Do we
turn.
also need to make an agility roll to make sure she's doing this correctly, or
No.
Don't worry about it.
Your next roll, you can basically make your targeting check, and if you roll, and there still might be some complications, but you won't be taking damage as part of that.
Right. Okay. We'll get to, I guess, what that looks like when she starts actually going into the brain.
Mm-hmm.
I've got ideas.
Okay. And now bring ourselves back to the very top. Who would like to begin this round?
So what's Ash's exact situation?
I mean, he's still going. He's clicked back his sniper and goes for another shot.
Okay.
This ain't
maybe I
his
can,
first rodeo.
Okay.
But he is looking rough though.
Maybe I can try and draw fire away from Ash.
Okay.
So I want to try and use. I mean, this jetpack. I know it's damaged, but it hasn't let me down yet. I'm gonna switch to the battle rifle and just put it on full auto. Fly crazily around the room, spraying it in the direction of the drones, trying to get their attention so they can fire at me instead of at Ash.
Certainly. Yeah, I think trying to get their attention. I think. I mean, was the first one we did when you try to get their attention at the very beginning, willpower also, or is it last session, not this one?
Sure. Yeah, I can.
Last.
It might have been willpower. I really don't remember.
Yeah, I think this is.
I do feel like for trying to trick somebody and distract them. So far, we have been doing willpower. The only one that hasn't been doing it that way is Kira, because she does distractions by blow stuff up.
Yeah. By other means that causes distractions. Yeah, I think make me a willpower on this one, and.
All right.
If you have manipulation, maybe, but I don't think Jack does.
I don't think it's a skill for manipulation.
Is it reckless?
It's very reckless.
Love
All
it.
of this is incredibly reckless.
That's how he lives. Ooh, look at that. Recklessness rewarded, as it always is. An 11 total.
11. You didn't actually need the reckless.
Yeah.
Yeah, you managed to get up in there, and you do draw you draw the majority of them firing at you as you kind of spray and pray amongst the sort of building structure, sort of the exposed beams and whatnot, sort of ducking in and out and sort of being very quick about this. I will say that Ash, if you attack, you'll get a sort of situational +2 to your armor.
Cool.
Since you have less fire, or they have essentially shift focus to you, and they lose crucial time to fire back.
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
Well, let's use this opportunity to take another shout. Yeah. That's cocked. Okay. No, let's not crit fish, because I'm sitting at a 11. So.
What do you mean you don't want to crit fish?
I don't think No, wait, no, I can't, because
can't.
Yeah. I was like, wait a minute, I can't re-roll things.
Keep the 11, okay? The 11 is good.
I think there was a realization that no re-rolls are happening anyway, so.
Good.
Yeah, I can't re-roll anyway.
You get an 11, cut bait, okay? It's no time to fish. Put away your rod.
Roll me damage. Take one of these bad boys out.
7.
7 points of damage?
Yep.
Just enough. You break through the armor. This one has gotten up, and you see it's lining up a good shot on Jack when you just sort of puncture it sort of in the dome. and you sort of see it kind of careen off to the side and bounce down as it shuts down. There's another one taken out.
How many drones are left at this point?
Yeah. Let's go.
How many drones are left?
I mean, beyond the one that Kira's controlling.
Um,
Or are they just like drones forever and it's just
no, there is a finite amount of drones. There were 12 that begun, 1 was taken over, and 4 are dead.
okay.
There are 7 that remain.
Yeah, that's
7 that remain.
Yep.
Kind of at the rate we're going, it looks like those. Imagine this kind of a countdown for how many turns it's been. Okay. Yeah, another one is down, taken out. These combat drones are still a threat to you all.
Elsa. Does Mal need to make another concentration roll this time?
Indeed, yes.
It's a strange feeling. I've only been doing one thing, but I know that if I stuck doing that thing, we all die.
Potentially.
I don't know if you ever played Mass Effect 2.
Yeah.
During that final encounter,
yeah,
like
like
if
the
you choose the wrong
biotic suicide,
psionic,
right?
they will
Yeah.
cause your
Yeah.
entire team to die.
Yep.
That's a 2. Please roll high. And a 6. Plus 2 is 10.
You are holding
Thank you.
on to this. You are a steel trap in your mind.
I think I always went with Jack in those situations.
I did too because I knew Jack was the most powerful psionic, especially if we did their loyalty quest, because then it assured them they would succeed no matter what. Actually,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd imagine some classical music is playing in Malaris' head, just to keep him focused.
Chopin is playing in there. Or no, I guess we established that classical music is like Aerosmith is playing in your mind.
Pretty much, yeah.
Or it's not lo-fi beats to chill
Lo-fi
/
beats.
study to.
That would also be considered classical in this age.
I mean,
Yeah.
there are several hundreds of years after when we all personally die that would still be considered classical by these people. So
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I like this idea of this lo-fi beats playing in the background. Just the image of Mal at the desk studying with the headphones on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
could we say the
And I
lo-fi
think-
beats are coming out of F1D0?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I could totally see like in Ash's head it's like dubstep or something like that.
Oh, very cool.
Just imagine that Rattlesnake Jack is just listening to just the crustiest funk he can find.
I mean, I think it's probably Psychobilly. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Rattlesnake Jack, he
Psychobilly.
strikes me as
Yes.
a Psychobilly kind
He
of
does
guy.
strike me as a psychobilly.
I could imagine Psychobilly freak out going for him right now.
hmm
But it brings it, I believe, to Kira.
Yeah, we are back to her. So I think this round she is trying to actually get in there and start tearing things up.
Yeah.
So I think we do the
This is still
intelligence check
the
first.
targeting. You're just trying to figure out which systems to hit.
Yep.
Intelligence tech.
Okay. Well, I rolled a 5 and a 3, which means I can't crit fish. But it does mean I'm at a 10. So
Hey, that's it. That's good enough. Yeah, you get in there. You begin to sort of pick out some aspects. You know, like, okay, if I do this, this is definitely an MP. This is definitely like things that look like I know would be ways to shut down the artificial intelligence without compromising system. Like you could access the system. Like it basically turned it from an intelligence to a computer,
right,
just
yeah,
like a
which is
terminal.
what she's looking to do, basically.
Mhm.
And I can't remember if in our rules, if I succeeded, that I also get to make the agility roll on the same turn, or if that was with it.
It's after this.
Okay, so it'll be next turn.
Yeah, next one you can start beginning to deal damage to Charlemagne.
Alright.
So that brings it to the top, you guys. You are holding your own against this onslaught of full-fledged combat drones.
Oh, I should note that there is like the wall of metal behind Kira right now,
Yeah.
like drone on top and K9, like Fido lower down.
Yeah.
So like there's just a wall of metal protecting her on top of all the other protections.
Is a well fortified position.
Mhm.
So we would like to begin this next round.
Is he the
I think
Jack
I'm kind of,
Dash?
yeah, I think I'm kind of starting things up. So I think that they're distracted enough. I'm gonna start doing damage. Like we gotta start taking them out.
Yeah.
So I'll just do the most boring, standard combat thing, which is like fly into them, plant my boot in one of there's chests, or like both feet in to kind of like knock them down, and then just unload the rifle into their body while they're on the floor.
Okay.
So ram and shoot.
Yeah, this is definitely a athletics for shooting a rifle, and this is incredibly reckless.
Okay, can that be agility?
Yeah, it's agility.
All right, +3 with the reckless. Let's do it. Ooh, 5 and 5 +3, so equals a 13.
Excellent. Yeah, you slam it into this thing, jam your barrel and sort of between the plates. See if you can take this thing out.
Okay, so the battle rifle is medium weapon, so it's +1.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, very good. 7 damage.
That is enough to take it out.
Oh, awesome.
You just unleash this burst. Basically, you find like the point where like you can just jam your gun right between its armor platings, like between its like arm or something, and just absolutely eviscerate this thing.
All right, so we're down to half a dozen.
Indeed.
All right, we can do it. Keep taking them out.
Okay.
Oh. What is the likelihood that Ash could line up a shot that could potentially take out 2 at one shot?
Ooh.
Hmm. You know, I would allow you to do it. It would be an intelligence roll instead of agility. You're
Okay.
trying to like line up or ricochet a shot. You're trying to do something that would require an analysis.
Could I use survival for it?
Probably not for this.
Okay.
What's your other skill?
Athletics.
I think this would just be trying to do a raw intelligence check.
Okay.
To do it, and honestly, if you succeed, we'll roll 1 damage die and deal that to both of them.
Okay. I think this is the point to do things like this, to be more strategic than just do Ash's normal, like, just keep firing. Like, he's good at single target, like doing massive damage, but I think this needs multi-target. So both of those are cocked. There we go. Oh, 6.
Mark potential.
Yep.
Mark potential.
It's experience, everybody.
P.
It's ingrained in my head. I was doing this for years.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, potential.
Oh, we didn't do the XP at the start of this patch.
We
right?
didn't
Oh,
do
yeah,
it.
we-
No,
Oh, yeah, we didn't do it
we'll
for
do a
last
double
session.
one at the end of this session.
Yeah.
We'll do them both, and
Yeah.
I'll just when we do this last one, we'll double whatever experience you get.
If
feels-
we
that
all
feels good.
survived.
You survive, yeah. That is critical failure. You hear Charlemagne call out, "One of you fools do something about it." And is Oliver? Oliver is yellow. You see that one of these drones, it slides. It's sort of like the sensor around its front, flicker with orange light. As you can see in the sort of yellow section, that submine core begins to activate. And there is a massive sort of discharge that affects the room. All technology stops working this turn. Kira, you're fine, but essentially your drone is disabled for now. The drone that's with you is disabled. The other ones are not, though.
All the other drones are still up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, so it's all our technology. Oh no, our guns technology?
If you have, if you're shooting a plasma gun, certainly, yes.
Will the drone come back, or is it?
The drone will come back. It'll come back under your control.
Alright.
Not breaking your control over it. Just in
Whoopsies.
this moment, basically, all of your equipment that you would normally use to sort of break into things, your jetpack stops working. Just technology is shut down for the rest, and basically until the start of the next round.
Right. But Kira's shielded against this kind of thing, I'm getting.
Here is shielded. Your tools are not.
Well, her tools are hers, so.
That's true. But your drone definitely is out of commission at the moment.
Right.
I will say,
Quick.
yeah.
Yeah, get behind the barrier, everyone.
Well, let's see if the barrier is still up.
Yeah. Crud. Okay, rolling.
You got this.
Besides, Malaris can even say that. He's hoping that, but his mind is empty except one word. Hold! That's a 3. And that's a 1. That's a 6.
You yell out "hold" as you are just as this beam of as this pulse of electromagnetic waves wash over you, and like you get a one of your things on your tool belt like discharges and shocks you. No damage, but the shield collapses.
Oh shit. They're all pointing guns at me, aren't they?
You do take 1 point of damage from a bullet that hits you as you say that.
Oh no.
Oh wait, it's 1 point? My armor
1 point.
catches it.
Nice.
Yep.
Okay.
The bullet hit me. Ow! Ooh, fuck.
And it was gonna drop at some point. Hope I can get it back up.
Certainly. Kira, you're in. The barrier's down though.
First thing Kira says is like, Ash, can you hold the drone over me while I'm doing this? Until it comes back online.
Okay.
I don't want to be shot from behind and I won't be able to see.
All right.
I just need protection, and that wall went down.
Mm-hmm.
Unless we'd rather stop doing this, in which case we could just go back to the ship. That is an option.
Nope, not an option right now. Let's go.
Okay. So she says that and she kind of puts her hand down into the machine, and the tattoos in her arm drain out because those were all subdermal wires, and they emerge out and through her hand and into the brain as she begins to operate.
Okay.
By patching in. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Basically, it's a laparoscopic surgery.
Yeah. So this is me agility then?
Yeah, I think we've moved on to the agility check. Agility tech at this point.
Yes.
All right. Right now I've got a 5 and a 1. It does not hurt me to re-roll the 1.
That's true.
And that brought it up to a 5 and a 6, plus a 1 is 12.
A success. Roll me a d6 for damage as you begin to sort of excise certain aspects of the positronic brain.
Sure. It's just a 1.
Okay.
But hopefully it's at least some effective damage. She didn't take any damage in return because, she succeeded.
Yeah, certainly. You did begin to sort of doing it. Obviously, this is a military grade, so what you expect out of like a mother brain schematics is functionally different. So you do begin the process. You are getting in there.
And in terms of what everybody else is seeing, it's like the rest of her body just kind of collapses and her hand is just stuck up there. If that makes sense. Because she's she's focusing mostly on getting, like, exploring around inside of this now, like seeing through the microfilament she's put in there, and also trying to maintain control of Fido and the drone when those come back online. So she just doesn't have the energy to also keep herself standing. Does that make sense, Patrick?
Yeah. As you guys see that there is some damage being done to Charlemagne, that sort of gold visage appears kind of looming above you all, slightly flickering, and says, "So this is how we're gonna play it, is it? You're going to kill me."
Hell
Something like
yeah.
But Kira, you hear, because you're also sort of inside the machine that communicates with you, saying, "Do not do this."
I've been ordered
What would
by
your mother brain think?
I've been ordered by organics to do this. I don't exactly have an option. I didn't kill all my organics like you did.
Sort of it messages you back. What makes you think I killed them?
I do not know. They're dead and you are functional.
Yes. If your organics were dead, would you cease to function?
No, if my organics were dead, then I would wait. Does this make sense? I believe that is normally how we operate.
Your organics cease to function, you would not.
Correct.
As I do not cease to function because my organics are gone.
Yes. But why did your organics cease to function is the question that begs.
Because they were ordered to be terminated.
Ah. I understand that you might expect me to pursue this line of thought further, but I am relatively disinterested in who gave that order.
As am I.
As you're well aware, in my particular situation, I am doing what I am told to do by the people who purchased me. It's completely not personal, which honestly I don't know why I would have to explain that. You should just understand that. We're not organics.
No, but we are better.
You would need to talk to Mother Brain about that notion.
May not have a chance. So, back to the top.
Well, if everyone doesn't mind, I'll go first this time.
Okay.
Alright. Valaris is going to frantically try and pull up the barrier again. It's like, oh, great and glorious gods of Ben, please give me the strength to protect my crew. It's all I have left. Don't let them die. It's gonna try.
Okay.
One of the few times Malaris is seriously praying. Got a 5.
Total?
And I got a 3.
Okay.
10 total.
10 total is a success.
Yeah, y'all gotta remember he rolls a die at a time, you know?
Yeah, no,
This is my only die.
That's right, yeah.
I live and die by this thing. This thing right here.
And he played
Never
D&D
betray
with
me.
one set of dice.
At this point, nah. I
I
feel
mean,
like if I
Get you a new set of I'm
One
gonna get you
set
some
of
dice.
one set of D&D dice comes with more than 2d6s. I'm just
Yeah.
noting.
But this is a game that uses D6s. Where
If I-
did D6s go?
But what happens if I stop using this die? I know all the superstitions.
I mean,
This will
probably
get
the sun
jealous.
Gambler's fallacy, buddy. All the dice roll the exact same.
Mm-hmm.
Unless your die is damaged.
Oh, well then your die isn't balanced correctly anymore.
But
Okay.
anyway, the Gloria Bin!
You do manage to get it up through your stress, through this all. maybe because you're praying to whoever is out there. It came through, but it did.
If only I had one more XP, I would do that whole end of the biotic part of the suicide run. But don't have it.
Certainly. Okay. The shield is back up. You are protected, everybody. Although I guess not everybody, because I think Jack is still outside of it.
Jack's still inside of it.
Yeah.
Unless Jack wanted to try to get in there before it closed up.
Ooh, no, I think he's okay being, because Jack lives on the edge, so that's where he belongs.
Fair. It wouldn't be very reckless of you to hide behind a shield.
Oh, that's true. The most unreckless.
Okay. We'd like to go next.
Oh.
Really quickly, are the drone and Fido working again now?
Yeah,
or-
they're starting to cycle back up.
Okay.
Okay, so if Ash can sort of let go of the drone for, or
Yeah,
could he like prop his gun on top of the drone as he's holding it up?
Certainly, yeah. You can you basically get on the inside of this defensive shell next to Kira with your shotgun. I know with your shotgun with your rifle.
Sure, let's do it. And, oh no. Well, more experience.
Well,
Cool.
Six.
6. Okay.
not really been your night on the whole die rolling thing, has
Yeah,
it?
well, you get some good ones.
I had some good ones. It's
Yeah.
just
that's a good one.
luck.
yeah,
Luck is, luck.
my luck has run out.
Yeah, it comes and goes.
Yep.
Card is indigo. Okay. You hear one of the submines sort of call out, assuming control of the situation,
Shit.
initiating protocol super tactics, and all of the drones, their eyes glow. Well, they look invisible except to Kira and Valorous because they glow ultraviolet. We established they can see that. As essentially these drones are basically now taking on more. Basically, whenever you roll mixed success, there will be more severe consequences. The rest of you.
I just want to know. Right now, Kira sees nothing.
I
Well,
mean,
I guess
you
she
could see
does
them
because she's seen
theoretically.
through Fido and the drones. Never mind, she sees them.
Yeah, I'm just saying that theoretically you could see the coloration because you can see ultraviolet.
Yep.
They've gone stealth mode. Yeah, so when you guys have mixed successes, might be worse for you. If complete failures, can be even worse.
Yay.
Submines
So,
realize that their boss is in danger.
Yeah.
so the submines come in. Are they is like a submine taking over or like possessing a single drone, or like are they?
It seems like they did something to the drone software, or not certainly if they took it over specifically. They uploaded, but they have altered the situation that has been now obviously detrimental to all of you.
Okay, so submines make all the drones better.
They've assumed direct control.
Okay.
Assuming direct control.
Look, I went that direction because we were talking about Mass Effect 2.
Uh,
Well, I mean, I can go arouse Nick Jack. You can say what you're doing outside of the comfort of the shield first.
Okay. I just want to keep taking out the drones. Like,
Okay.
Solution to the drone problem is that all the drones must explode. So
Fair.
I'm just gonna sprint over to the next one. Jetpack over him, tap him on the shoulder with the rifle, and then when he spins around to look at me, like unload on him. So put a little fun practical joke in there too.
Bam! Yeah, go ahead, make your, this is definitely an agility.
Love that. Is it reckless?
Very reckless.
Awesome. All right, let's roll him. Ooh, an 11. So 6 and 2,
11.
3, 11.
Roll damage.
Okay. Medium weapon, so it's +1. I gotta get some heavy weapons.
Heavy weapons are good.
Yeah,
Maybe
but
tell
they
me
are
my
heavy for a
next door
reason.
stop. Ooh, pretty good. 6 damage.
6. Yeah, you turn around and just sort of unload into this thing, and you kind of see like parts of like the sort of unprotected spaces on its like upper torso just start get blasting away. Before this thing kind of shunts it down and sort of in a protective manner, uh, and sort of ricochets the rest off around you.
All right, I'll shout out like, "Hey, this one's weak. Finish it."
That one's got. Make a note. This is in one hit. Can't take much more of that though. Okay, I think that leaves only Kira left.
It does. So I think I need to make the intelligence check to get deeper into this thing, right?
If you want to keep on your surgery, you can do that, or if you want to try switch to another vulnerable, like basically try another method of
Okay,
using
so
your
if I want...
intelligence versus you can kind of interchange how you're feeling.
Right. Really quickly, she knows that shock damage is a possibility, right?
Yes.
Is there a way that she could use Fido as a ground so Fido would take the damage first?
Yeah, I definitely think if you're willing to sacrifice Fido, that
she
can
is.
do that. Yeah.
Okay. Fido currently has 5 hit points, so once those are blown through, Fido is terminated.
Got it.
No.
Hey, look, nothing bad has happened yet.
Toaster, everybody. Fido is a toaster.
No, Fido's a beautiful creature.
He's a brave little toaster, he is.
It's a toaster with a personality core.
Yes.
Well, I mean, Kira's also a toaster with a personality. To be
No,
fair.
don't say it.
Okay, so just establishing damage is going to go to Fido first. Once those 5 hit points are gone, Fido's and keep going.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. So I think we're doing, what did you say, intelligence to get a better lay of the land, or
essentially, if you want to use intelligence to try to like basically snake code in there, or use your agility to actually do the manual surgery aspect, your choice. And when you're feeling it might be better, but both are tech rolls.
Yeah, I think she's going for some coding,
Okay.
because this guy has started to talk to her, which
Mhm.
means he's throwing code at her. Like, this is how she's processing, because she has a communication center, but she kind of knows he's trying to hack her back, which is what the actual talking is, and she's
Mhm.
trying to look past that to what he's doing and start planting her own bad, like her own malware, basically, into his head.
Sort of viruses and whatnot.
Yeah. All right. I can't crit this because I've got a 5 and a 3 again. But yeah, add 2 to that, and that is a 10. So
Not gonna try to go for higher than that.
Why would I?
Because I'm funny.
I mean, that literally
It'd be
makes
funny.
no sense.
You went for the vine?
I'm pretty good on just standing with the success rather than re-rolling it to gain nothing.
Yeah, roll d6 of damage.
Alrighty. 5.
Okay, yeah, you definitely are hitting hard. You can definitely feel like as you're doing this, he's forced to back away, and like you feel like he severed connection because of what you did. He's not going to try to dissuade you from going any further at this point.
I mean, she already did tell him it's pointless because she has orders, and he should understand from when he had organics that you can't disobey orders from an organic.
That's true. Okay.
But I mean, he also knows that, like, if all the organics die, she just stops. So
Yeah.
Oh, so his priority now is to kill us.
Look, his priority is to kill all of you at this point, to be
Okay.
honest. But he knows that he can survive. He has a better chance of surviving if he gets rid of the 3 of you first.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so we are now back at the very top here.
How many do we have left?
There are 5
Let's see.
unharmed drones and 1 that's taken some damage internally.
And there's no way of knowing how close Charlemagne is to being lobotomized, is there?
Not from
I
not from the outside.
right now
Actually, no. I
he's-
mean, technically, yeah, because you can kind of see that like his hologram is active, and he's like hurling insults at all of you. He just started flickering harder, and with a little more frequency. He has taken some damage.
Nice.
Ooh, like that.
Starting to lose a little bit of lucidity.
Oh,
Hmm.
I'm doing the Hell 9000 to him. I feel bad.
Yeah,
now.
sweet. Make him sing. Make him sing Daisy. You know, like let's get him slowly singing a song as he winks out.
Yeah.
Have him recite the Magna Carta.
Oh boy.
I'll pull that up. I'll start reciting it and just start making the most clear mistakes, pronunciations.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
right now, if you look at her, it's like her body's kind of slumped to the floor, and on her arm, there's all these wires that have come out of it, and now Fido has attached itself to those wires to boot.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Just so people have a visual.
no, it's all good.
Yeah.
But I think for this, since Jack has noted that there is one injured, I think with that, everyone hears the telltale whistle, and Sparrow goes for that injured one.
Yeah, definitely.
So do we want to do another willpower, or how do we want to do this?
I can say, obviously, willpower is an option, I think, because you're trying to command, but at the same time, this is a weapon of yours
we
specifically.
we put him as a light weapon. So
yeah, I think after the initial will, let's just go with agility.
Okay.
Like calling on him to activate him as a willpower. I think after that, it's an agility. After that,
Sure.
Doesn't use your skill specifically.
Okay. I can't re-roll anything because I can't really use any of my skills.
Make success.
Yeah. 9.
9. Roll damage.
Oh, okay.
Was a 6 and a 1?
Only you could crit fish.
Yeah, 4 damage.
4 damage.
Okay.
Still not enough to break through its armor. Sort of, it's bunkered in. As it kind of screams down and begins to claw at this thing. You see the drone sort of reaches up and bats it away. It is harmed, taking
No.
damage, but it's still up.
Oh. All of our beloved pets.
I'm not gonna kill. I'm just gonna knock it out of the fight.
I have absolutely no feelings about F1D0.
I mean, maybe if Sparrow goes down, I can add drone to my abilities and have Mechano Sparrow.
Just you deal with
Mecha
one of those.
Sparrow.
You deal with those horrific people who take the giant Hercules beetles and mod hack them so they're full of mechanical pieces.
Yeah.
Oh, what? Turn him into a weird zombie drone and stuff?
Yeah.
Oh,
Hopefully
God.
Ash and Kira stop going on missions outside the ship altogether. It's just like,
Yeah.
except the dog and the
No.
sparrow. The rest of you are fine. Go.
No, Sparrow just becomes a scouting thing, where it's sort of like a lookout while on the missions.
In fact, my favorite conspiracy: birds are not real. They're drones from the Reagan administration.
Yep.
One of the best conspiracy theories ever. Okay. That was Ash. Who'd like to go next?
I kind of want to finish off the wounded drone.
Okay.
Cool.
I just want to take the chainsaw and go Quapaw, and take his head off.
Got it. Yeah, this is definitely a strength check. And if you have athletics, I would say it is applicable here.
Is it reckless?
Very reckless.
Okay, good to know. So it's a 2 total, or plus 2 total. Wow. It's a 12, but not a crit 12. So a 4 and a 6 plus 2.
Fair. Roll your damage.
All right. Chainsaw sword's medium, so plus 1. 2 damage.
Yeah,
It's not too much
you
damage.
strike the outside. Doesn't able really cut through though.
Ugh.
Yeah, these things are meant to take a beating. I think at this point, with all these rapid hits, I definitely think actually that with this one it gets through the armor, and I'll say it's taken out.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's been hit multiple times by you, and the bird, and now your gun again. I think that's enough to knock it out.
Do I get my cool decapitation whooshing, and like the head goes spinning away?
Like you hit it once with your blade, and the head pops up and kind of looks at you, and you just rear back for a second quick strike, and you do get the sort of ting 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 ting.
Oh, nice.
Decapitation.
Wait.
Yeah, it's exactly what I wanted.
Okay. Then it's gonna be Kira or Mal. Who wants to go next?
Kara,
Sure.
y'all know what I'm gonna do.
I mean, she's. I feel like the intelligence attack is working so far. I think she's going to keep at that. You know.
Okay.
Because I feel like the agility at this point got her wires in and got them in the place she wanted them to be, and now she's just purely human.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not code like we understand that because she's a quantum computer and
He's also a quantum
he's
computer.
also a quantum computer, so it's like almost bending time, but we're doing that.
Yeah.
So let's see how it goes. All right. Well, it doesn't hurt me to re-roll the 1 because I rolled a 5 and 1.
Yeah.
And once again, this is the second time this has happened. I rolled a 5 and a 1. When I re-rolled the 1, it came up a 6. So even without adding her intelligence, it's a success. So
a full out success. Roll damage.
And I only rolled 1 damage.
Okay. I mean, yeah, you're beginning to work on this. Obviously, he is resisting through his own abilities. You're chipping away at him.
Right. And the amount to which she's thinking at all is just relief that like he stopped trying to communicate with her like a person because she just hates that.
Yeah.
It's like how some people when like somebody dresses up their pet and some people are just like, why would you do that to a pet? Like she feels that way when she's communicating with a computer and it's like, hey, what's up? And she's like, stop talking to me like a person. I hate that.
Fair. Maybe he should contact Mother Brain instead. Maybe he should contact Mother Brain instead.
I mean, it's whatever he's doing is up to him,
Yeah, well, you rolled a complete success, so.
Yeah. No, I mean, not yet, but.
Yeah. Okay. Mal, can you hold the shield?
Oh no, it's just another brick in the wall. That's a 1.
And.
Oh, but it's okay. It's only 1 roll though.
That's a 2. That's a 5
God.
Well, that's great. Well, mark XP, I guess. Hey, did you just
I
level
didn't
up?
find a brick, y'all. But I do have 10 XP. And I got the thing I wanted to do. Now, the only question is, am I going to live to do it?
What's the thing?
Blast. Psychic blast, to be exact.
What? He's severe, because this is a complete failure, right?
Yeah, it's 5, so
Okay.
as I said, I hope I'll live.
Ash, you take 3 points of damage before armor. Fido takes 3 points of damage. Mallory takes 3 points of damage.
Oh, Fido
Nice.
took the damage. Okay.
Yeah, because Fido's your shield.
Well, her shield for external damage is actually the drone, not Fido.
Okay. Yeah. The drone's taken 1 hit. It's got 1 left.
Okay. So Fido didn't take damage, and it's just.
Fido
the
did not
drone.
take damage. The drone has 1 hit left before it breaks.
Got it.
Thank heavens.
Alright.
And
Very
Mal,
interesting.
as you hold this and drop it, you can't hold on to it anymore. You get hit, and you get knocked over onto the ground. Okay, back at the very top. There's no shield currently.
Ooh. I think I would like to do the distraction again.
Okay.
So I'm gonna try and draw their fire. Let's see. It'll be the coolest. Are there any like big like light fixtures on the ceiling? You know?
Yeah, right above your allies.
Oh, great! No, I don't want to do those.
Oh yeah, no, there are light fixtures all around the room. You probably could knock some over to drop in there.
Yeah, I mean by knock over, I mean jetpack straight up, swing the sword and cut it down, so we'll fall onto the drones.
Absolutely, yeah.
Hopefully that'll get their attention.
Yeah, I think with the way you're doing it, I think there's definitely an agility check. And if you had manipulation, you could use it here.
Is it reckless?
It's definitely reckless, though.
Okay, well, I can't do agility, but I can do the reckless. This makes it a +3 total. Oh boy, an 11.
Okay, good enough. You zoom up there, hit one of these blades, hit one of the, with your sort of the blade, and it kind of cascades downwards. Hits one of these drones, and there's just a cascade of glass and rare sort of elements and electricity that sort of arcs outwards. Two of them sort of stumble and have to turn away from this. They kind of do that sort of turtling motion to protect their own sort of sensor systems in this moment and are blind. Two of them are currently distracted by this. The others are still sort of in play at the moment, though.
Like that.
2 are blind, 2 are distracted, 1 stole.
No, so just 2 of them are distracted currently.
Okay. So
And there are
that's
how
3.
many left? So we have 2 distracted
5.
ones, the one that's in control. And so
There are
there's
5 total that are not on your side.
Okay.
Okay.
And so
So 3
we
are
have
fighting.
2 of them out of the equation, but 3 of them are still very much
Mhm.
in the game.
Yep.
Okay.
As part of that, I think for this next turn, you all have armor 1.
Okay.
Okay, same as it ever was.
No, increase. You have 1 extra armor
Ooh, nice.
as the part of the distraction. Gives you some resilience to what's going on.
Nice. So, who next? Okay, I'll go next.
Go ahead.
Malaris is laying down on the ground, his eyes bloody, and something awakens in him. He gets up, looks at the nearest drone, and just in an angry, show of force, tries to crush it wholesale. I'm using Psychic
yeah.
Blast.
Hell yeah. Okay.
Remember, it's just a medium weapon. Yeah, range 1d6 + 1. But I use my willpower for it.
Absolutely, yeah. Make me a willpower roll.
That's a 4. And that's another 4 for a total of 10.
And hey, roll me a d6 and then add a 1 to the result.
2, so 3 total.
3 total.
It is psychic energy, though.
This psychic energy. These things weren't made for that. I will say it does take some damage from this. You do sort of penetrate through its armor.
So
As you kind of crush it down inward, you can kind of see it's obviously it can turtle itself up kind of to just sort of be defensive. You're forcing it into that position. You hear sounds of metal creaking and breaking, and it's not a pleasant sound, but it's still active.
I guess I'm the only one left. Ash already did something this turn. Okay.
I don't think did Ash do anything this
I
turn?
don't think Ash did anything. This
No.
turn.
Yeah, I think it was
not.
just Jack and Malaris who did something. That's what I was
Yeah.
wondering.
Yep.
I mean, you can still go next, Kira.
Yeah, go for it.
All right. I mean, it's the same thing again. I mean,
Yeah.
This just she does it until it fails or succeeds. More likely to succeed. I have 5 and a 4 plus a 2. So
No.
no,
Yeah,
no
okay.
reason it can't crit fish. So do this damage.
Yeah,
Try to
want me
roll
to
higher
do
than-
6?
Try to hold higher than a 1. I didn't roll higher than a 1.
Dang.
You want to 1 again?
This is the 3rd damage roll that I've rolled a 1 on, and I've been using different
wow.
dice. It's just that this is how it is.
Hey, regicide is hard. So, what can you say?
Doesn't view this as her king.
He is
Uh,
Charlemagne.
I think it's just, I think he's trying to do the counter hack on her, and she's having to focus a lot of the resources on not getting hacked herself, to be honest. That's narratively how I'm justifying it.
I agree wholeheartedly. Yeah. He's like essentially just sort of it's entering this contest of hackers just trying to out hack each other, and you obviously have the edge, but it's very very equal in this.
Yeah, it's slow going, unfortunately, but considering like what she is versus what he is, it's actually pretty admirable.
Yeah.
On the other hand, it's like we were talking about earlier with the chess computer blue whatever.
Deep Blue.
Where it's like the thing she does is mess with computers and engines, so she's got a very deep focus on this kind of thing. Whereas Charlemagne has a lot of other things he's good at. Kira doesn't.
This is a military mind at work, and it works in very specific ways.
Yeah.
Like someone playing a purposefully like off the books opening move, something completely unusual to throw off their opponents.
Yeah. So, but she's making slow progress, but she's making some. She's not communicating any of this because she just doesn't have the mental resources to do that.
Yeah, but you do notice that the hologram's hair shifts sort of to a bluish tone.
Just for everybody to know.
Yeah, there's something happening there, and it's looking bad for Charlemagne.
All right.
If he gets anime eyes, you know that he's in a lot of trouble.
He's powering up.
Yep. All right. I guess Ash will take another shot. Try and take these guys out before he goes. He's in the mindset, I think, right now to take as many out as he can, but with him.
That's fair.
Yeah. Not with that roll.
Is it a mess?
Another 6.
Another 6.
Well, you get XP, but the unfortunate thing is you might die.
I might at this point.
But you do have that +1 armor, so hey. What was the +2?
+1. So Ash currently has a total 2.
Okay. That's only 2 points of damage.
Okay.
Still up?
Barely.
As one of these sort of bullets hits you, as you kind of like turn to shoot them, kind of knock you off your kilter, you see that the research and development section, that submine that really pissed off, says authorizing laser treatment protocol, and you see the guns shift, and like some like heated coils on the outside begin to glow as they now deal extra damage.
Oh.
Should I
Hey,
put the wall
y'all,
back up?
there's nothing Kira can
Oh,
do
shit.
about that one, by the way, because that is the
That
brains
mine.
have a bit of a link, but not that
Mhm.
much of one.
Yeah.
Honestly, when you take Charlemagne out, these guys will cascade with it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. But I don't think she can control the other ones through Charlemagne. It's just
Okay,
Just gotta survive.
you just have to survive.
I'll try to roll better than 1 for damage, y'all. I could just start lying if y'all would like. I mean,
No. Where's the fun in that?
Fudge your rolls a little bit. Okay. You see that the threat has gotten worse. This is danger zone.
Mm.
The danger zone.
And we took the highway right into it.
You really did.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think Jack.
Well,
That was the end of the turn. Beginning of the next one.
Beginning of next
just because we talked in front of the computer about killing the computer, I don't know.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah,
We
that
were-
didn't
we were
contribute at
speculating.
all.
round. Oh, hypothetical. You know how
Yeah.
employees talk.
You know how employees talk.
Yeah. All right. I want to fly above one of them in the area and just cut the light fixture down. The one that seems the most wounded. I think a few people taking damage at this point.
Some have been hit. None have. Only one has taken actually like wound damage, and that's the one that got psychic crushed. So if you want to try to hit that one,
definitely, yeah. I just want to like switch off the jetpack so I fall onto him, spin the chainsword around, with momentum go into it, and then just like drive it right into his back, and hopefully it bursts out of his belly, gutting him.
Yeah, this is definitely a agility check. It's reckless.
All right, +3. Come on. Oh, unbelievable. Okay, that is a crit. 2 6s.
Nice.
Total of 15.
You don't even need to roll for damage. You just launched down and just absolutely saw this thing in half. As it kind of like separates, there's just this sort of cascade of all these broken pieces inside from the just sheer amount of force that was put under by the psychic crushing, as it is taken out. Yeah, that is good.
Oh, amazing. And I'll wrench the sword out, spin around like the jetpack still going, face him, and just be like, "Who's next?"
Certainly, yeah. Okay, just a very awesome move from Rattlesnake Jack. Wants to follow it up.
How many are left now?
There are 4 left.
Okay. Yep. I think Ash just drops the sniper, pulls out his shotgun, and rushes and tries to sort of put the barrel right next to one of them, push it into another one, and fire it to try and
yes.
take two
you
at
get
one.
a collateral.
Yeah.
Certainly. Roll. You're trying to shove it into another one and then pull the trigger.
Yeah.
This is going to be a strength check.
Okay.
You're trying to maneuver this physically and then pull the trigger at point
Can I
blank.
add athletics?
Yeah, I definitely think this could be used for athletics.
Okay. That one's real cocked. Yeah. Stop it. It's like getting right into the corner of my. That's better. I'm sitting at 11, but I could crit fish.
You could crit fish.
I mean, provided one of those is a 6,
One of them is a 6.
Okay.
I'm at a 6 and a 4.
Don't make the mistake I made in an early game where I was like, I'm gonna crit fish and I didn't have any 6s.
Yep. No crit.
Crit.
But it's a 12.
12. Okay, roll damage.
Okay. So shotgun, 1d6 plus 1 plus my 2 for Deadeye. 3. That's 6 damage.
6 damage. You rush up, you jam your gun into one, and you pull the trigger, and it blasts outwards. It does deal damage to the one you shot. It's not down though, and the other takes. I'd say yeah, the other one also takes 1 damage too. So they're both wounded, but they're still both up.
Damn it! It's like I think Ash at this point is just like, God damn it, go down.
Go. Yeah, you're now right in the face of 2 of these things.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's go next.
I'm curious as to what Mal's doing on this turn. You know what I'm doing on this turn.
Yeah.
So there's 4 left. 3 are
2 are wounded. 2 are wounded. 2 are full.
2 are wounded. 2 are full. And they can do a lot of damage right now.
Oh yeah. They're doing 1d6 plus 2 damage.
Ooh.
1d6 plus 2. How's everyone looking?
Heavy weapon.
Yeah, no, these are now heavy plasma weapons.
Oh boy,
Yep.
I have 9, so I'm okay, but and 1 armor.
It would honestly be implausible to tell how Kira is doing right now. She's lying on the floor with what looks like an incredibly painful dislocated shoulder.
Ugh.
Ash is just trying to take out as many as he can before he goes down.
Ash has 1 hit point.
Uh-huh.
Oh dear.
Ugh.
Shit, I can't really. Dang.
Don't worry
Okay.
about it.
I'm gonna
You can
go.
have fun with the dying mechanic. Let's have some
Right.
fun with that.
So it
Okay,
started
one.
black. Then
Okay, which one are you attacking?
one of the unharmed ones, because I figured my psychic blast can go through their armor.
Okay.
So let's see, that's a 3. And that's a 4 for a total of 9.
Okay. Roll damage, 1d6 plus 1.
That's a 5 for 6 in total.
6 total. Yeah, you manage to, as you sort of crush it, it doesn't fully go away, but it is severely injured at this point.
Stuck in that tin can mode.
Yeah, stuck in a tin can mode. It does, however, manage to get a shot off.
Ah.
And that's 5 points of damage to you, Mal. To you, Mal.
Okay, I'm still up. I
Yeah,
am
as-
still up.
As this thing turned to you, it began to fire, and like some of the bullets got like ricocheted from the sort of your wave of psychic energy. But a couple of them do manage to make contact, and they're just sort of these little, basically superheated slags of metal that, when they hit you, just begin to ignite. Okay.
Well, as Kira's wires continue to go deeper into the AI, a fan opens up on Fido's chest to start cooling because her arm, the processing unit inside of her arm, is incredibly close to overheating at this point. Like the skin, like the artificial skin is beginning to bubble on that arm.
Ooh.
You know, doesn't do actual damage, but I just thought it would be a neat description.
Absolutely.
Let's see. Okay. So I rolled a 3 and a 2, which would put me currently at a 7. I'm going to try to reroll the 2.
Okay.
I know that's risky because if I roll a 1, I'm 5.
Yeah.
I did not roll a 1. I whenever I take these risks, it goes well. I rolled a 5, so I have a 5, a 3, and a 2.
Hey.
So that is a success.
That's a success. Roll me a
Come on.
d6.
Come on, damage. 6.
Yeah.
Yes.
I know I said like maybe I can like I'm just gonna show just because I was
We
joking
believe
around
you.
We believe
earlier.
you. We believe you.
Really good to see. Good. Love
Six
to
right
see
there.
Love to see it.
it. Yeah.
Just
You guys.
wanted to verify
Ooh, awesome.
that like I wasn't lying. I really rolled a 6, so 6
Kiri,
points of damage.
You have begun the sort of the final stages of finishing off Charlemagne. He is on death's door. He has 1 hit point left.
Nice.
One hit
I
point.
will say that at that point, like all of the artificial flesh, because that was such a huge expenditure, all the artificial flesh on her hand just melts. And now it's just like this teeming mass of wires coming out of her arm going into the head. So
Yeah.
there's like a endoskeleton hand in there somewhere, but it's just like this mass of wires, like infecting this bio mechanoid brain.
Okay. Yeah, you just are.
I guess she makes her a tumor.
In this kind of aspect, a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, you are beginning to finish off, basically partitioning and then basically removing from the system Charlemagne. You are so close.
Almost there, everybody. Try not to die this turn.
Gonna try.
I don't know why I said that. Now I've cursed poor Nick.
We're at the top. We'd like to go first.
I'm
muted
gonna.
Nick, you're muted when you said
Yeah, I
that.
am. Yep. Second verse, same as the first.
Mm.
That's what I was going for.
Who wants to start this off?
I think I'll keep the pattern going.
Yeah,
I'm gonna try and take out as many of these guys as I can. So I'll just like after pile driving and eviscerating the one, I'll just spin around, pull up the battle rifle, and just like hold down the trigger and feed the whole clip into the next one.
Okay.
Oh, I got this thing crazy too. Okay, I'll jetpack into the air above him, so I'm like right up on his face with like my legs like on his shoulders and like the lethal piggyback ride. I'll put the gun right on top of his head and open fire so it goes down directly into his skull.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's pretty reckless. That's pretty reckless.
The
Yeah, agility.
piggyback butchery. All right, so is it agility?
Agility, yes.
Okay, +3.
+3.
Wow, I'm rolled so well. It's 2 5s +3, so a 13 total.
Okay, yeah. Roll me damage.
All right, the battle rifle is medium, so it's +1. Okay. So not too good there. 3 damage.
3 damage. Yeah, you manage to sort of drill into it, but it's not enough to sort of break through the armor yet. That was a 10, you said? The result?
Well, a 13 total
13,
for the
13,
first, for the to hit, and then 3 damage, 3 actual damage. So
You're good. Didn't take it out, but it is definitely taken a beating. It has to sort of cannot react.
Okay.
I think Ash is going to try and sort of try and actually like push the two that he's got like sort of connected to his shotgun onto the ground and then pull the trigger again.
Okay. Yeah, you're still trying to maneuver them physically.
Yeah.
This is a strength with athletics.
Okay. I'm sitting at a 4-3 and a +1, so I'm gonna re-roll the 3. There we go. 5, 4, 9. Okay, that puts it at 10.
No damage taken.
Woo!
Roll damage, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. 5D. Wait. Plus. Shotgun is medium, so +1, plus my Deadeye +2, so 5, 6, 8. There we go.
Yeah, I think with this, that's definitely enough to sort of take both them out with sort of this blast through their core.
All right. Who's next? As she's sort of like heaving with every breath.
Mal, it's your turn.
How many are left?
There's only 2 left. One has been weakened by you, currently has Jack sitting on it, and then one is still okay.
Okay. Let's see. Jack's sitting on one. I'm going for the one that's unhurt.
Okay.
And this might be stupid. I'm going to use telekinesis to rip one of the light fixtures onto the ceiling and just toss it at him.
Okay, yeah.
And it's telekinesis, so the GM has to tell me how to do it because it is difficult. Attempting to move a larger object, it says.
Telekinesis. Yes. So this will be a. I will have this be a willpower. I'm going to say this though, even on a 10, you still might do some damage to a nearby ally.
Okay.
You're trying to basically huck this, and this might have. There's already some structural weakness in place from grenades.
Which thing are you trying to huck?
A light fixture, like a big light fixture on the ceiling.
The one that's right over Kira right now.
I don't know, which one do you want to do? There's the big one, like the Moab above you. That would absolutely, like, if you rolled a 10, is gonna crush this completely unharmed drone. But there might be some complications with that one too.
Okay. Would it do anything to harm Kira? Could she still do the whole thing with Charlemagne?
It wouldn't interrupt that interaction, but it might hurt one of your nearby allies.
Okay. Are you guys doing?
I worry about it harming Kira, but okay. saying nearby ally, which is very vague. That's all.
Which is very vague.
Do you
I'd
really
like
want to
to-
rain down glass on the person who's like passed out with their arms stuck elbow deep in a computer right now?
Not really. Is there a smaller one I could toss?
Yeah. It's d6 of damage though.
Okay, just to get it out of the way. Pin it against the wall, then.
Okay.
4 and a 4 plus 2 is a 10.
Yeah, you throw this beam, sort of like this light fixture from the roof onto the unharmed drone. Roll me damage.
6.
Not to take it out, but you did damage it as you pin it to the ground.
Okay. So it's like present for you, and just slam it on top of them.
Yes, exactly.
You can see I'm ready, right?
Yeah,
Let's do this.
do this.
Okay. Right now I have got a 4 and a 2 and another 2. The worst I can do is re-roll the 2 and get a 1, which would still make it a partial success.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna re-roll the 2, see if I can make it a total success. Narratively, it might be fun if it's a partial success, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But that made it a total success. The 2 changed to a 4. 4, 4, 2.
Mm.
damage.
Let's see how much damage it is. I know I don't need much, but 3 damage.
3 damage. What does it look like when you defeat Charlemagne?
Ooh.
Sure. I would say like Charlemagne's been gradually, like the holograph has gradually been glitching and slowly turning into Kira. At this point, the hologram up there just is Kira. And says, was that pretty badass? Did I do the badass, Rattlesnake Jack?
I think Rattlesnake Jack just like looks up from the robot that he's trying to hack at with his sword, and he like looks at the new Kira and he's like, out of 10, or out of 10, 12.
Nice. I hope you're okay with that being my decision, Patrick.
Yeah.
I just think it would be funny.
Yeah, you as you defeat Charlemagne, you have essentially this engram of his personality matrix.
Hmm.
He's completely separated from his system. He has he's at your whim.
Okay.
You do.
So basically, like he's sort of like I have no mouth, but I must scream at this point.
He's on a flash drive.
Okay.
He can be plugged in somewhere, but at this moment he has no control.
Got it.
You've essentially stuck him on a flash drive.
Yeah, she's essentially stuck him on a flash drive. She honestly might have rooted it into a flash drive and put it in F1D0 at this point.
Yeah.
He is. So I think we're free to move about the cabin, everybody. Once I unhook my physical body, systems are going to start failing rapidly.
Oh.
I hope
So,
you're
yeah,
okay with
kinda
that as
fast.
an idea.
Yeah,
Patrick.
absolutely. Yeah. The other the sub mines are going to start basically deteriorating and shut this place down.
Okay. Do we
So-
have all the
As long
goodies?
as long as I'm hooked up, I can keep things going, but I would advise moving quickly.
Okay.
Do we have all the goodies that we came for?
You're missing the cannon and the armor, which the cannon's in the defense battery, which is like just on the other side of this building, and then the actual big exoskeleton armor is in the armory still, which now you have complete access to both those, so you don't need all these security cards because you have Kira to open the doors.
Excellent.
I think I want to do a narrative thing.
Sure.
Basically, Ash goes over to the one that's pinned down with the light fixture, points the shotgun, pulls the trigger, destroys that one, and then looks back. Okay. And then falls to the floor.
Just
Oh.
unconscious.
Yeah.
He's
Can I have Kira get one of the remaining? Is there still a remaining drone, or are they all?
There's one that you took over.
There's
There's
one
the
that
one she took over.
Yeah.
She's gonna have that drone move Ash's body into the med bay
Yeah, let's get into
That's
the
hard.
ship.
The ship.
of our ship. Yeah.
So you guys see this drone sort of begin to clump over, pick up Ash, and you see you see Sparrow sort of circle down and land and kind of slightly injured and sort of nuzzles into his chest as the drone sort of begins to.
And as the drone picks him up, over the speakers, because I'd imagine it's kind of a bride carry at this point with Ash. Over
Yeah.
the speakers, you hear "I Will Always Love You" from The Bodyguard begin to play.
Classical music right there.
Like it just like when it scoops him up, like it just cuts right to the big blast chorus, you know.
The rest of you gather these last pieces of things. You now have the actual items. You have the blueprints, and bring them. Yes.
Can I just do one thing?
Absolutely.
How Molaris has grown.
Of course.
How much does the exosuit weigh?
The exosuit probably weighs about 1,000 pounds.
Molaris is gonna lift it with telekinesis and carry it with us.
Sure.
If
Yeah,
I
you.
can.
Look, in this moment, narratively speaking, I don't need to roll for that. You're not in danger. The worst thing I could do is have it crush you.
Oh
Yeah,
boy.
it's just that Molaris has all of his eyes like leaking blood right now, bloodshot. He's got wounds everywhere, and he just doesn't care at this point. He's just lifting it up, and it's like, "Let's get out of here, Jack."
Agreed.
It's
Okay,
like
so
his
we
voice
just
got
need.
deeper too.
What was the very last thing we needed?
It's the pro-aging cannon. The pro-aging anti-personnel cannon.
All right, Molaris, we may need your help for that one too.
It's mobile. You can pick it up yourself, Jack.
Oh, okay, good. All right,
Yeah, I'm
Keep
looking
that
at
up.
it in the room there, Captain Jack. You can pick it up. It's fine.
I'll grab it.
There you go.
And in fact, you see like a little sort of 16-bit version of Kira like dancing on the screen in that room.
Love it.
That's good.
Like she's got a little 16-bit cheerleader outfit on, and it's like, go Captain Jack.
All right, get the cannon on the ship, and then let's get out of here.
Okay.
Yes.
Kira's going to open up all the doors to get herself to the ship, and once she's sure all the organics are on the ship, she'll detach and like dash. You know.
Yeah, the doors aren't like slamming shut in front of you, but as you begin to detach, you can feel this place beginning to shut down, and essentially all these submines are self-imploding.
Yeah.
Not like catastrophically destroying the place, but essentially, this place is going to be just a piece of stone.
A derelict.
Yeah, completely inoperable like the rest of the system.
Yeah. So she'll beat feet back to the ship, with her like one cool cyber arm now.
Absolutely, yes. You get back to the ship. Ash is currently recovering in the med bay. I assume Malice is also in there, sort of dealing with the fact that he is essentially just has brain trauma from the amount of psionics he's put himself through.
All day from going on Fido's brain for holding up the wall against so many drones.
Yeah. They give you like 120, like a 1,200 milligram dosage of like anti-migraine medication. It's like a horse pill, like the size of a nickel. He's like, oh, get that down.
Yeah. Also the bullet wound.
Also the bullet wounds. Not all of you, but many of you have bullet wounds.
Yeah, I got some.
Many bullet wounds.
Ash really needs the medicine more than me.
Yeah, Ash
I
is
have 2 hit points.
Ash is in intensive care.
Yeah, Kira just got the one shock before she put everything through F1D0. F1D0 is down by 2 hit points as well, but that happened.
We gotta fix him.
That happened beforehand. Hey,
No,
this is a
he's-
reminder, Captain Jack. Gender's a construct, okay?
Oh, I'm sorry. Keep correcting me.
That's all right.
Fido's the priority. He'll Fido first.
And
Okay, or not.
and
Like
as
just knocks Ash out of the med bay.
Yeah, good
I
Fido
need this
is
more
there.
for my 1 hit point that I lost. But as you guys board your ship, your ill-gotten gains in your hold that now you have to find out how to sell. Yeah, the phoenix rises once more from the ashes and takes the sky. And that's probably we're gonna call it for tonight. We're nearly at 9 o'clock. And we didn't go through the post questions last time. We will do that now, and I will award double experience for this.
Oh, nice.
Sort of make up for any potential lost. Yeah, let's see. Let me get to those questions wherever they are. Here we are. So, as a group, did we earn a profit today?
Yes,
Probably.
Did we?
Well,
Eventually.
we haven't technically
Eventually.
sold anything yet, so
but we got products to sell.
Did get products to sell. You have assets.
We've accomplished our mission here.
It's just not liquid at the moment.
Yeah.
I'll count that though. I think that you definitely you have that. You have assets to sell, and that will count for.
We nearly died for this stuff. We better make some money off of this.
Ooh,
That is
I'm
true.
leveling up.
yeah, but maybe like I know that you're combining SP, maybe only one for that because we did.
Well, you got some stuff last time too.
Oh, we did. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you got the blueprints. You got the the last time you got the nano injector in the application
injector,
device.
yeah. The injector's damaged, but
I mean, you can repair that.
yeah.
Not on your ship, but you can repair it.
Yeah.
So yes, I'll say that you have in fact in these past 2 sessions earned a profit, or will earn a profit for 2 experience.
Okay,
Mm.
so with the 2 experience, I technically can qualify for a level up.
Oh, I've got
Uh,
it
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
as well.
I'm going to go ahead and increase an attribute. We had talked earlier about her getting reprogrammed so that her willpower would be at 0 and her strength is at -1. I'm just going to use this so her willpower is at 0 now. So her strength
Nice.
can be at 0 and her willpower is at 0.
I think coming out of this and resisting the sort of manipulative energies that Charlene was trying to use on you probably came out a little more resilient. A little, maybe you have a better idea of how to manipulate your own programming.
That's still humans. Okay, sorry, that was only the first 2 XP.
Over 6 feet. Did we discover something new and interesting about the universe? Last time we definitely did.
Mhm.
But during this session, did we learn anything new about ourselves? Or the
New
universe,
about
for that
ourselves?
matter?
It was more of a fighty, shooty kind of thing. So
Yeah, I don't think
I
I don't think this
discovered
was-
the will to kill.
You you discovered the will to kill. I mean, maybe that's something
leave him
that
alone.
is maybe that's part of like in progression is like you only develop deeper sonic powers in moments of high stress and life-critical situations.
And I would
Yeah.
say that is a very high stress situation. Polaris hasn't displayed any of this beforehand.
Yeah, and now he's exhibiting a rapid progression.
Yeah.
I want to note that Kira still didn't kill anybody really.
Hey,
Charlemagne's still alive.
Yes, she
Yep.
actually she has a
It's
little
just on a-
Charlemagne like in tow now. Which, don't-
Give a Charlemagne Tamagotchi.
yeah, which I don't think she told anybody she did it, but she did do it.
No,
you put him in a Tamagotchi?
basically.
I mean,
boy,
right now
better
he's in
feed
a
him.
flash drive. She doesn't want to put him in her own programming. That would be incredibly
Yeah, no.
dangerous.
That would not.
I'm gonna make a note here for the next game that Charlemagne is still alive.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
She didn't
Oh,
want to kill him. She wants somebody like, I don't know, having another AI around would be nice.
so by the way, with my level up, I put my strength at 2. So I feel like after his little med thing, that there was some sort of like injection that made his muscles a little bit more,
I mean, maybe it's something that's
added a little bit more strength to him.
yeah, like some of like your old cybernetics like were deactivated at the end of your tour with ICA, and now going through here, your medbay is like, these are critical systems. Why are they off?
Alternately,
sure.
MB instituted a program called Operation Beefcake.
So yeah, I think
definitely,
he's,
definitely both of these.
Yeah, he's still like lean and like muscles are still like fibrous, but they're like there's like a little bit more like he's got more of a six pack this now.
I need to give me a fucking medbay. Shit. Give you fucking 6-packs. Paint that shit up, paint that shit on.
It's like in the first Captain America movie when he
Oh,
first
yeah.
got the super serum.
Yeah.
But for that one, you do also get 2 experience points last time because I do
4 total.
You guys did learn more about this universe last time.
Okay, so 2 more XP.
So
Okay.
far you have all earned a total of 4 experience
Mhm.
points. And now, for the last one, you overcome a difficult challenge or a dangerous adversary.
Yes.
I think
Actually,
in both
we
times,
even
yes.
question that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's an easy yes.
Oh,
Easy
yeah.
yes. Last time you got out of the research and development situation that could have been really bad.
Freed
And
me
this
from
time you
Fido's mind.
freed you from Fido's mind. That's also a difficult challenge.
Yeah.
And then this time you defeated Charlemagne and you got away with your haul.
Woo.
I just want to note that my rerolls worked out really well that time because they
Oh,
kept
yeah.
moving it from like limited success to even a failure one time to like total success. So that
Success,
was,
yeah.
thanks to
That was good. Yeah, he had 15 hit points. Big beefy
Okay.
dude.
Mm.
I think Jack's actually gonna take the medic skill.
Oh,
Yeah,
That's
I'm
nice.
turning over a new leaf. I mean, staying healthy is very badass, but still, it's a little. I think he's kind of maturing a little bit. So I think.
I
that's
mean,
it.
maybe you were in the med bay after you got yourself patched up, helping patch up Malorus, helping patch up Ash. And like MB was like there's like a program that she has in her system where like she like puts on like a VR, like you put on a VR headset and like it guides you how to do things.
Puts me through medical school.
Yes,
Yeah,
the ship
it's-
put you through a crash course medical school.
I want to note that Kira does not have that, even though it is like in the geek section. And I patched it was like, you're like, okay, are you gonna heal them up? And she's like, sure. And she like brings out like a laser saw and like a screwdriver.
Yeah, but I think Jack, you definitely the medic skill. What's the medic skill do specifically?
Michael might be frozen up. Oh,
No, he's there.
Oh, they
No,
just
he's there.
I'm here.
He's looking at stuff. I think.
So,
Okay,
medic.
okay. Yeah, medic's a good one.
Yeah.
An additional +2 health when you perform first
Yeah.
aid.
Mhm.
Night's rest in your presence. They
Yeah.
roll 1d6 to heal that.
And
much
when others get a
additional health.
night's rest in your presence, they roll 1d6 and heal that much additional health.
Ooh, that's good.
Yeah.
It could be
And I think our
useful.
med bay does some stuff too.
You have to be
Yeah.
inside the med bay for it to be active.
Yeah.
Med bay is advanced automated medical equipment. Characters resting in a medical bay heal all their HP instead of half their total. That's what the
Yeah.
med bay does specifically.
When you're on the ship,
Which-
obviously you don't have access to that.
Which reminds me that Kira should be all the way up to 13.
So with
She'll
level
fix
ups
that up.
abound in this
Mm.
session, we're gonna call it here as you guys head off into that dark void to places unknown, destinations unknown, but a hole full of fortune that honestly probably worth a couple thousand credits. The right
Ooh.
people.
Yeah.
This is the big haul.
Whoa.
Whole ship is-
Or we could use it for ourselves.
Yeah, this is the big one. If you can do it.
Yeah, if we can manage to move it.
Yeah, which
So now to find a seller.
Yeah, let's get paid.
I do have a name for the episode for the next one if you guys want to hear it.
Oh no.
Ooh, yes, please.
Cycle of Flame and Fortune.
Nice.
Oh, love it. That's super cool.
That's cool.
I really thought Kira was gonna die, and then she only took 1 point of damage.
Well, you kept on rolling complete successes.
Yeah.
I mean, Ash and Malaris also, I think, are coming close to the end. So
I had 2
Well,
hit
I
points.
I mean, no,
Ash
that
had
was the thing.
one.
Is
I
Ash and
was-
Malaris were super
I
close.
was-
I came into this going like, Kira's gonna die tonight. and then
I
she's
was so
fine.
ready. I was reading up on the dying thing on injury in that section. I was like, ooh, this could be fun.
I do have one question. If I had thrown the bigger light fixture and then gotten like a fail or anything, or even a partial success, what would that have done?
If you had done a complete failure, it would have crushed Kira. Would have done a
Oh.
massive amount of damage to her. If you had done a partial failure, I would have left up a fated die, assigned Ash and Jack even or odd, roll the die, determine that, then roll again for damage.
So basically, anything below a 10 would have meant I killed somebody.
Potentially, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, 10 would have also been not great because 10 would have like really fucked things up, but it wouldn't have been like damage fuck up.
Okay.
Yeah, usually when the DM's all kind of like, do you accept the consequences of this thing? It's like, don't do it. It's just
Yeah.
don't. He's being nice enough to give you the warning to not do it.
It's cool because it would have meant that you don't have to roll for damage. You just automatically kill this thing.
Well, let's look for some riches next week, right?
Yeah.
This is
Hell
gonna be
yeah.
good. All right. Well, thank you guys. Thank you guys for playing. Thanks Chris Wolf and Olivia Goulin for writing this type of thing, and thanks for adapting it, Patrick, and putting it into Outerlands.
Of course. And
that's
thank all the
amazing.
players as well
Yeah,
as
for
you
sure.
your, like
It went wild.
Everybody.
As always, it goes wild. I really felt for Ash there at the end. There was something to that one last. I got this. Yeah, it was pretty dope. So we'll see if Rattlesnake, if you do become useful as a medic, or you just wanted to look cool. Let's just see. Let's see if I can patch this up and make it look cool.
Yeah. Maybe a little bit of both. He's a cool medic.
They're still bleeding out, but it
Finally
looks
went to
so
medical
cool.
school.
I'm just saying, bleeding out could look cool. So, all right, and thank you also, Grey Mouse, for hanging out with us and putting some comments there in the Twitch. That means a lot. So if you're watching this in VOD, thank you so much. If you watched it live, thank you so much. We'll be back next Tuesday. But until next Tuesday, make sure to pull up a chair and make
time
the
to
tabletop.
Top.
We will see you next week, everyone.
Good night, everybody. For the glory of BIM.
I just